in our modern day and age of society, we can all agree that we all can have very collected discourse and positive discourse, and we all basically are equal. We all are created equal, and we all are visibly equal. No matter of your race or heritage, we're equal. No matter of your religious beliefs, we're all equal. We are all able to converse with each other and talk with each other in a positive manner. Now, let's go back around 80 years. If you ask anybody who passed the 5th grade who the German guy with the weird mustache was, they'd probably know it was Adolf Hitler. Adolf had some pretty, let's just say, strange views on the people of the Jewish culture. His main reason? They were rich and he was poor. So it's their fault that he was poor. And due to that very ill belief, he's regarded as not a very great guy. Hitler is well known for his involvement in the Nazi political group, but it wasn't exactly revolutionary. The Nazi Party is basically fascism, but racist. While fascism focuses on the supremacy of the state, Nazism mainly focuses on the supremacy of the quote-unquote Aryan race, which is just German people. Let's talk about the Holocaust. The Holocaust was the mass genocide of millions of Jews, all put into action by, you know him, you hate him, Adolf, of course. He told and convinced the Nazi police and most Germans to report all Jewish people they find to any Nazi police officer to make sure they get what Adolf thinks is rightful punishment. This usually meant going to a concentration camp or just getting killed outright. One of the most famous concentration camps is Auschwitz, which you may have heard of. It holds the most amount of deaths of Jews in World War II known to man, and it's very important in German and Nazi history. It's June 6th, 1944, also known as D-Day. D-Day is the day that Allied forces made their way onto German soil. Over 1 million soldiers were shipped to the United Kingdom, along with millions of supplies. How did Germany respond? With poor communication, of course. They assumed that the Normandy landings weren't the real main threat, so they focused more on the quote-unquote real attack at Calais. I think. I'm putting it in the captions. When the invasion began, Hitler was catching up on his Z's, not being woken up until after the invasion began. On the battlefield, it was looking grim for German soldiers, as they had supply and reinforcement shortages due to the Allies having control over the air. D-Day lasted, well, a day, with over 10,000 German casualties and about 5,000 Allied casualties. This also marked the beginning of the end for World War II, with Hitler killing himself 11 months later in his bunker, being the final marker for World War II. What really caused Hitler's rise to power was through legally exploiting Germany's economic depression and resentment about the Treaty of Versailles. He was charismatic and used propaganda to paint a picture of him being a strong leader. He promised to, quote-unquote, destroy communism and restore German honor, contradicting on how the government was later on. Later on, he transformed Germany into some sort of totalitarian Nazi dictatorship, exploiting the same problems in German life that I previously said. The causation of the Holocaust wasn't really one single factor. It was years of deep-rooted hostility towards Jews in Europe, mainly due to how their religion was viewed by Europeans. Another cause was Nazi ideology, thinking that white Germans were superior to any other race. This and many more reasons led to the Holocaust occurring. The effects of the Holocaust were devastating. Over 6 million Jews were murdered, basically destroying Europe's Jewish population. This caused many survivors to spend years in displaced person camps, as they most likely didn't have any family left to live with. The Holocaust also caused the creation of Israel, due to the desire for a Jewish state. There were many causes for why D-Day happened, mainly to push into Germany from France in order to end the Nazi regime. But there were some lesser reasons why. The Soviets wanted the US and UK to fight on the Western Front so it would divide the forces, as the Soviets were fighting Germany on the Eastern Front. At the end of D-Day, Germany had been weakened and the French resistance had been boosted. A lot of people died. Over 10,000 Allied forces were wounded or dead, with 4,000 to 9,000 Germans dead. Even though there were many casualties during D-Day, it still allowed the Allies to secure a foothold on Germany and started to show the cracks in the Nazi regime. This is like the end of the video, I guess. I made this for history class, so yeah. Thanks for watching and learning about World War II. If you liked it, then like it. I don't really care. I just hope I get a good grade. I think the video's ending. Okay, bye.